Hi, I'm Cy.
And I'm Tracy, and I have a blog called Beneath My Heart. And my husband and I are going to share with you a little project we're doing in the master bathroom that we're adding on to our house. We ran into a little problem, and my husband's going to tell you how we solved it.
Okay, if you look up to the ceiling, you'll see I've got a 3-inch drain from the toilet upstairs that I had to bring down across the ceiling, down that way. Well, so that caused a problem. I had to cover that somehow. So I decided to make a beam. So I went to Lowe's and I bought 1x8s and some 1x6s to try to cover this beam. What I ran into was a problem with them not being completely straight, the weight of them, and just didn't turn out to be that successful. So we tried to think of some other ideas.
It wasn't going to give us the look that we wanted. I wanted the look of wood beams. So we went online and we did a little research, and we found azfauxbeams.com, and they create these awesome faux wood beams. They are extremely lightweight. They're easy to install. This was a perfect solution for us because it had a cutout in the middle. So we were easily going to be able to install this and hide the pipe that we needed to hide. If we didn't have a pipe, we could still use it because they're awesome. But they're super easy to install. They don't crack. They don't dry out. They don't crack. They don't split. They're termite resistant. It's just a super awesome product, and they look like real wood. So we're going to show you how we install these beams in our bathroom. The beam. Can you bring it to you? Look at you, big boy. Oh, be careful.
Now I'm getting ready to do my chalk string, and that's where I measured out from the corner of each wall here, and that's just where I'm going to find the center of my beam. Okay, and now all you're going to do is snap the string. The reason why I'm doing this is because that's where the center of my blocks are going to be, which my beam will go around that I'll mount my beam onto. Okay, so now I'm going to snap this string here. Okay, now I'm going to put up my blocks. My blocks, I measured the inside of my beam and it was 5.5. So midpoint of my block was 2 3/4. I just put a line there, and I also drilled a hole in the middle. You don't have to do that, but and I'm going to space my blocks out about every 4 feet. It doesn't take much to hold them up. Mark my line. That's where my center point is. And luckily, right here, I have a stud. Okay, now I'm going to put painter's tape on each side of my block here, just so when I put the beam up, I'll be able to know exactly where I'm going to be screwing into. Okay, now I'm just using some adhesive. I'm using some PL Loctite adhesive, and you're just going to go right along the edge. Don't have to put too much. Okay, now I'm putting the beam up. That side's a little tight. I want it to be pretty tight. I'm going to go ahead and put one screw here, and I'll go down on that other end. You can do this with one person. thing you need to do is after you put your screws in the beam, you want to countersink them just a little bit. And then I bought just some walnut wood filler, which if it's a little off on color, you can always get a stain pen. But you're just going to fill in that hole. That's all there is to it.